Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Robot Analysis, the only animation show on YouTube. From quite a number of people I know, they were quite involved in school. Some of my friends in high school joined Key Club, Glee Club, Tree Club, Bleed Club, Sneeze Club. Those weren't really clubs, but Key Club and Glee Club were. I believe it's cool to get some background experience in high school. Personally, I was involved in very little clubs because I was a pretty antisocial teenager. I was in my school's Navy Junior RoTC program and I was in the Black Student Union Club. They were both really good programs too that I took in school, but I already said that, so I'm kind of repeating myself. Both of them, however, I didn't like. Not because of the content the program displayed, because they really taught me a lot in high school, but the people inside of the club. Let's start with BSU. Nothing really bad with that club. In fact, I felt that I belonged in that club. However, the people that I knew in the club had very mixed attitudes. It doesn't necessarily have to even be the club. It could just be the school that I was attending. There's a lot of negative people in the school. Like, I'm in one of those schools where if a fight breaks down in the middle of the cafeteria, everyone will run to the fight, take out the phones, and start recording it and then blasting it all over Twitter and Snapchat. But that's wrong in my opinion. They're the bullies themselves, and I guess it's kind of funny to see a viral video of people punching each other, but it's not. Anyway, so those were the kind of kids who are in that school, and some of those kids were inside of that club. It's more of just some of the people themselves rather than anything else in that club. Some of the people aren't good. But then again, we were teenagers. Teenagers are naive, in my opinion, even though I am one, but I was in that kind of school. That's the only issue I really had with that club. I remember assembly where the speakers called us the N-word with a hard R as we walked in. We were confused and somewhat actually furious. We all sat down and looked as the speakers came up to the stage. Now they said to us, "So, how did you guys feel about us calling you?" A lot of them were saying what I expected. They didn't like being called that. Then they responded, "But you guys say that when you greet each other, so what's different about it?" Obviously, they were proving a point. And I really like that point. It doesn't really matter if there's an A or an ER at the end of the word. It's still the N-word, and it's still offensive. I have ancestors who were slaves, so I don't like being called that either. It's not a greeting to say to other black people. It's just offensive. So why do people use that word? I don't freaking know. Just don't use that word near me. Anyways, so there was that club. The other club I went to was a Navy program. Honestly, the program itself taught me a lot about confidence and standing up for myself. We had to wear a Navy uniform every Tuesday and it really made me feel confident. I don't care if some of the kids made fun of some of us in the uniform. I want to see them now. Probably not in a top college. Huh. Wait, I'm not in the top college. So funny story, anyone who doesn't know, I'm a geek. I play video games and I love Nintendo games. My favorite genre of games are actually fighting games. I play Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, and so many more. That being said, when I culminated from middle school, my mom asked me to join the RoTC program. And obviously, no, I said. I thought, I don't want to wear uniforms, they suck. And they're stupid. That was until she offered me a 3DS if I took it for one semester. Wait. So you're telling me just to stand the place for a semester, I get my own 3DS? Hell yeah, I do that. I was in it for only a week and I hated it. It bugged me. People were so determined that I wasn't. I didn't feel like I belonged. It was then I earned my first ribbon. Sure, it was a participation ribbon, but I never got anything like that in my life. Never got any award actually. Not even the participation ribbons they give out at the science fairs for showing up. That felt really good to go in front of my whole platoon and have Commander give me the ribbon. I love that. So I wanted more. Just one? Give me them all! I want them more! So I became more and more active in the unit. I forgot to mention that my brother was also in the program. He was in and out of the program and I don't really have a reason why he was doing it. He'd know. Anyways, people were telling me how my brother was pretty much better than me. Now, I have no problem if people have their own opinions on us, and people have, their favorites and standards, but I hate being compared. My mother's family used to compare me to my brother all the time. Why don't you like your brother, you sensitive little When these people, though, started throwing intentional fallacies at me, saying that I'll never be better, I challenged them. Oh, I'll never be better, you said? I'll show you. I'll show you all. After that freshman year, I earned 5 ribbons and I was a cadet petty officer 3rd class. For those who don't know, the RoTC program had ranks that you had to promote. You get them and by doing certain amount of requirements, and that's how you promoted. You started off as a seaman recruit. Then you had to move up to Cadet Seaman Apprentice, Seaman, Petty Officer 3rd Class or PO3, PO2, PO1, Chief or CPO, Senior Chief, and Master Chief. Not the video game character, a Master Chief Petty Officer. Then it goes up to officer ranks that only staff members of the unit get to be, which I was my senior year. I was Senior Watch Officer. I was in charge of pretty much keeping watch and getting people informed. I created weekly plans, and I posted people in the unit to keep watch during nutrition and lunch. It was fun, and I felt great about it. But back to the program itself. The whole experience taught me a lot, but I could tell no one liked me there. I was invited to any of the parties or the events other cadets had to. I was pretty much only talked to when they had to. I'm known to be really annoying in person, according to them, according to anyone. It got so bad that I mentally shut down when people call me annoying. It's like my trigger word. That's the reason why I didn't like it. Even though I graduated high school with a 3.0 GPA overall, and with a cadet lieutenant rank, and 19 ribbons in the end, I didn't like a lot of people in the unit. And I can tell they didn't like me.
But Richard, how could you tell? They just could have been nervous or just didn't think of inviting you at the time.
Well, I've been bullied my whole life, and the attitude that most gave to me wasn't new to me. That's how I figured it out. I may visit it again anyway, because I'd like to see some of the people there. I only keep in touch with 3 teens from the RoTC program. Either the rest didn't like me, I didn't like back, or I was just too busy to keep in touch. The group will be in my heart, and they all taught me a lesson. I don't remember the lesson, but they taught me something. I don't really know. I'm just glad where I am now, and I couldn't be happier. I want to be, but yeah, I can't be happier. So if you haven't seen the last robot analysis where I would Photoshop my family, go click here. I plan to do this more often because this is fun to talk about. And for some people in my high school's BSU and RoTC, you're cool. And thank you for making my 4 years of high school bearable. The rest of you, however, I hope the hate towards me was worth it. And with that, I bid you adieu.